All right, cool. Yeah, so that's cool, man. Good luck, good luck. I know I know the Dunnigan duo go do what they normally do when they go and show out. You know what I'm saying? Do what they got to do.
Found some shoes. You uh found some shoes for the kids. Corco used them for discus, but they just came in today, and I was like, I'm taking these with him. I'm like, do you really want to like try something new when you ain't even try them? I'm wearing them, Daddy. I'm like, all right, man, whatever, bro. So
Let her look good, man. We go try to get some good videographers, photographers over there so she can look fly, man. What you got? You got the Nike Zooms or what kind you got?
I don't know, they did some they discus and shot put shoes. I don't know. I forgot they Nikes, but I forgot what they were. They was on sale, so I was like, I
I
snagged
got you.
it real quick.
That's smart. Yeah.
It was
I
like
got a
last
I
year.
got no, that's smart. You got to get them when they on sale. Normally you got lucky because normally doing track seats they not on sale.
No.
Like out like soon as August, September, you can clean up. But right now that's when they normally jumping because everybody looking for them. I
Yeah,
be on
right.
no, I'll say I be on Poshmark and Macari daily looking for trying to find some used ones real quick. You can snatch them up, but they still in good condition.
Yeah, I try. That's why I always try first, and then we get so deep in the season, like okay, I gotta get these shoes going. And like I said, normally them Nike ones are like 140, 150, 170, something like that. I got these for 70.
Yeah. Yeah, the only ones that's kind of be cheap is the Under Armour ones, but they real thick. I'm not a big fan of the Under Armour throwing shoes. Not for the shot put in. The Javelin was nice. It's not bad,
Yeah,
but for shot put in discus, I'm team Nike.
yeah. Yeah, I don't think we can ever go to anything else. Nike got us.
So you got to go. That means you got to go to a Nike college.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
you so you locked in.
I, it was a girl who did a video. I watched it out in Eugene, and she showed her whole because she's a multis.
Yeah,
Her whole line of shoes, man, them things so clean. Like she said, yeah, we get every shoe, and if they get a little worn out, just get some more shoes. I'm like, I hate y'all.
yeah, but then you got to deal with raining every day. So
Yeah,
it's like pick your poison.
that's not the spot.
I go to UCLA. They sponsor by Jordan. You get some fresh kicks.
Yeah,
UCLA will take care of you. Well, we got a good show tonight, man. Some fun topics. The first one, man, is everybody saw this fight, the Cam Newton fight. So what's your thoughts on that? Like relating it, I guess, to track because you have beefs in track. Don't get me wrong. You have parents that take it a little overboard. You have coaches that take it a little overboard too. So what's your thoughts on that?
man, I've seen some. I've I've never seen anybody from track, and we're talking 30 something years. I've seen people like get heated. I've never seen it ever come to blows at track. I've never seen that.
I
I've
got you.
never seen it personally. It may have happened, but I've never seen it in person. Uh, um, like we just, I don't know, it's different. Like we just always kicked it. Even the people we didn't like, you know what I'm saying, we had rivals with. Like once the race is over or something like that, we kicking it. Like I'm like we trying to get phone numbers, we trying to kick it later and stuff like that. It was just
Yeah.
different. Now I've noticed like some people get a little out of pocket on Facebook, and I'm like y'all wouldn't say that to somebody's face. Like some of y'all ain't built like that.
They
Like
got Twitter fingers.
yeah, you ain't really like that. Like I know you, you ain't like that. And like some of y'all don't know some of these cats, man. There's some really, really nice cats in this thing. They like so prim and proper and everything when you see them. But I
Hmm.
know them, and they hood for real. You wouldn't know it.
Yeah, but they don't act like
You
it.
don't want to try them. Like they nice, but you don't want to try them. Not for real.
Nah, yeah, they found out the hard way trying Cam, man. Cam a big dude, man. I know he had a funny hat, and he wear the blouses sometimes and the fedoras and all the scarves and stuff. That's a big man, bro. That's a strong man. This man used to carry defensive linemen for a living. Like, bro, that ain't somebody you just want to run up on for fun because he go drag you, dog.
Yeah.
I've seen it, man. I haven't seen it per se where like somebody was fighting a coach. I've seen people fight timers before because they messed up their kids' times. I've seen that.
That's wild.
That's real wild because you going to jail now, dog.
Yeah.
But yeah, nah, people definitely get crazy, man. But I don't think it ever get like that in track. 7-on-7 though, bro. That's a different beast, man. I don't know if you've been to them 7-on-7 tournaments, man. People get real disrespectful from the kids all the way to the coaches to the parents. Is a wild, very toxic environment, dog. Like,
Yeah.
and it suck you in. It suck you in real fast.
That's how we got out of it. And I'm glad Cork was like, "Nah, I'm done with it." Because it's nasty. And we've been to different places, and it's just nasty. I'm too old for that. I don't like that at all.
Yeah.
Thing with AU basketball, that's too toxic for me, man. They be clowning.
It's about the same.
Yeah.
How's volleyball?
Volleyball straight.
Volleyball straight.
We don't. No, I don't see no beef like that. I mean, it's it's just it's different. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know. I can't say it's because it's females, but it's just like you're expected to carry yourself a certain way.
I got you.
Like you're expected because that's the vibe there at volleyball. When I don't know what it's like for rec. I can't tell you that, but for competitive around here, you're expected to carry yourself a certain way. There's like certain things that are expected. Like volleyball don't tolerate a whole lot of nonsense. They don't. It's just like, nah, you're gonna be out of here. Like, don't you like people will talk trash about, oh, you're gonna ruin this for your kid.
Yeah.
Exit you immediately. There ain't no warnings, none of that. So they don't have that. They don't have that kind of stuff going on.
Yeah. See, track is kind of like in between because like you want somebody to be confident in track, but you don't want to be disrespectful either. You know what I'm saying? And 7-on-7 get real disrespectful, bro. From the dancing to the talking. Like, yeah, somebody say girls are more mature. That's true. That's true. But listen, I've seen girls 7-on-7 get real disrespectful. It's just the culture, man. Like we did NFL flag, and NFL flag is completely different on 7-on-7. Like everybody was like the kumbaya. You know what I'm saying? Like you score a touchdown. Hey, great job, man. You know what I'm saying? Man, you score a touchdown on 7-on-7, the whole team on the field dancing around. You don't get bumped. Please don't get head top. You will want to fight somebody because they gonna autograph your jersey. They gonna be, man, before you know it, the whole team gonna be crowded over you. You on the ground looking up and blows. You know what I'm saying? Like when we did 7-on-7, we probably had a fight almost every game. Legit. When we had our 15, 16 U boys all the time, bro.
See, that's not right. I mean, but the thing is, it's the way that it's structured, it's the way they have that culture over there, because they could change it.
No, you can.
But they want them dollars, and like you saw, I don't know if you saw the thing with the, they were just talking about it. Was it today or yesterday? Talking about fans in college basketball storming the courts.
Yeah.
A player got hurt, but they ain't gonna change it because like they want that. They ain't gonna change it because they want that.
I ain't gonna lie to you, man. My freshman year at Florida State, we beat Duke when they had Mike Dunleavy, Jason Williams, and all them. That was probably one of the greatest experiences of my life, man. Running on that court, bro. That's a fun experience, man. But obviously, you ain't trying to hurt nobody. Don't get me wrong. But that's a cool experience. I never rushed the field because we was Florida State. We didn't do that in football. But basketball, we was trash. So to beat a top school, we ran on that court, man. So it's a cool experience. But nah, see, track is, I guess, I don't know, man. Track is more family. Like you always know how we vibe at the track meets. On the field side, even on the running side. Like you got your little rivalries or whatever. Kids that you want to see, kids that you want to beat. Whatever, but nobody be out there beefing like that. Like you said, they do it on Facebook a little bit, but when they get to the track, and everybody be kind of kumbaya for the most part.
Everybody trying to get the photos and like they trying to because at the end of the day, there's a lot of people like when we talk about this all the time. There's a lot of people out here that y'all don't know. They actually got legit connections to schools and coaches and stuff, and it's like you don't really want to. you want to stay in good graces with everybody, because you don't want that narrative following your club or your coaching. You don't want that out there about you. So,
And that segues into basically what I was gonna piggyback off this topic. Coach Dub Williams posted earlier today, me and you, and I tagged you in it, talking basically about that same thing, like building relationships off of the track, off of the field, off of the court, with parents, with coaches, with different individuals, because you never know who could help your child get to that next level. But like you said, people see you acting like a donkey all the time. I'm not finna help you, bro. You being disrespectful, you know what I'm saying? Like you backbiting and tearing people down. I don't want to be a part of that. But if they see you out there uplifting people, they say, you know what? Somebody could be talking to them about high jump. They be like, you know what? I know this dude Ricky got 2 kids, wonderful family. They'll be a great asset to your program. You ain't even know nothing about it. Boom, they hit you. Hey, Ricky, call this guy right here. He looking for 2 high jumpers. Now he done plugged you in. But if Ricky was out there acting like a jerk all the time, I ain't finna plug you in, because I ain't finna make my name look bad. I sent the Dunnigan kids over there. Hey, they daddy acting like an idiot. Now you ain't finna take no more kids from me, because you go associate everybody I send you with the idiot that I sent you the last time. So you gotta be cognizant of all of those things if that's your goal for your kid to get to the next level.
yeah, I'm very hesitant to send referrals and stuff like that for people, because I'm like, no, I don't know. If I do, I was like, hey, I got this going on over here, but I don't know how they be. So I'm just saying, like, you do what you want to do with that. That's on you. I throw caveats on sometimes when I don't know people like that. Like, hey, especially when people need some training and stuff like that. They're like, hey,
Yeah.
I'm like, I know a lot of stuff, but sometimes like they need a specified care that they need, that like a niche in there that I just can't hit on. Like, can I coach long jump? Yeah. But when I need somebody like a little bit more technical stuff, I got a coach here. That I go to coach. I'm like, hey, I'm sending you XYZ. Get ready. And that's nothing. I'm sending them money. I'm sending them money too. I know there's some coaches out here making some money off of me, because I'd be like, hey, go see him, go see them. I'm sending money there too. That's nothing. You don't want to burn bridges, because I'm sending money to you too.
Yeah. And another thing too, coaches, you got to be cognizant of this as well. How you treat your kids at a meet. Not so much parents, because parents, unless you're a parent coach, and you need to too. But people look at how you treat your kid at a meet. That could be determination if I might come to your club next year, or maybe I don't come to your club next year. Or like you said, maybe somebody might want to seek you out for training on the side, but they see you snatching your kids around at the track meet, demeaning your kids, talking down on your kids, not encouraging them. Now I might think twice about, I don't care what kind of results your kids getting on the track. If you cursing your kids out, man, if you talking to your kids dirty, nasty, disrespecting them because they don't have a good performance, and we all done seen it. Kid don't do what you expect them to do, and they just be rating the kid up and down the track, out in the field. It's like, bro, I don't want to be a part of that. I don't want to be associated with that. And if you got coaches in your program like that, you need to check them quick. Because like he said, people may not know you. You might be the head coach and you might be A1. You might be straight, doing everything the right way, but you got some coaches in your organization that's horrible. Guess what? People go associate your organization with the horrible coaches. They're not going to focus on you doing everything the right way. They go focus on these coaches out here acting like idiots. And you don't want, trust me, you don't want that in your program, because it's going to bring your program down very fast. So you definitely want to, keep people around that's going to make your name look good, outside of getting results. Because, of course, we all want results, but you also want to be respected for doing the right thing as well. And don't burn them bridges. Do not burn bridges, because you never know who you're going to need later on in life.
Yep.
Never know. So going to another topic that's kind of along the same lines with officials. Now we talked about coaches. We talked about coaches and parents. Officials. You have to understand that you are in a customer service business. What do I mean by that? The customer is always right. It's just how it is. So you have to make sure when you talk to a parent, when you talk to a coach, when you talk to a kid, you do it in a respectful way. We know it's hot. We know you got 35 heats with 8-year-olds and they getting on your nerves. We understand all of this, but you signed up for that. You know what I'm saying? Nobody forced you to be out here. Nobody forced you to be an official. Nobody forced you to do any of these things that you're doing. So you have to understand when you come to a youth track meet, you might be an officiating college all indoor season, all winter. Now you in youth track, these kids gonna get on your nerves a little bit. So you got to make sure you get enough sleep the night before so you're not aggravated. So when somebody come to you and ask you a question, they might have asked you 15 other times. You don't snap on them because you know you see it all the time. That officials will snap in a heartbeat.
Yep.
And now you don't just do it. Now you got parents wanting to fight you because you know
Yeah,
you're
man.
an official. What you tell me?
Yeah, it's a some of them, some of them have egos, man. I mean, I've been around them. I know I'm only this is year 2 of me being actual official, but I've been like volunteering for a while. But official, and like when you
Yeah.
get hearing them talk and stuff, some of them got egos. They do. They get power trips and stuff like that. And for me, it's not about that.
No.
It's not about that. Like I'm literally when I'm doing this, I'm here for the kids and I'm trying to move this meet along. That's the
Yep.
things I care about. One, the kids, and two, trying to get us up out of here. That's it.
Yep.
And the thing is like if I know something's gonna be an issue, I address it up front. Hey, just let y'all know this is what's going on. So there's no surprises. Like
Mm-hmm.
when I'm officiating, I make myself very approachable. I was like, hey, if you got a question or you got an issue, just hey, let me know. Just come talk to me and we'll get it sorted off. Especially when I'm doing stuff doing like, now I may be a little bit harder to access doing a national meet, but I still make myself available when I can to answer some
Yeah.
questions. As long if I'm not marking or something like that, if I'm doing another role there, I'm trying to like make you feel comfortable in the situation, explain it to you. And sometimes people don't like it. I don't understand it. Some people can't be bothered to do those little things.
Yeah.
They forget that these are children that we're dealing with. They're not college athletes. They are children
Children.
that
Children.
we're dealing with. So, and this I've been a big been doing a big campaign for people in our region to become officials because they'll sit here and they'll complain about the officiating, but you don't want to volunteer your time to get out there and make changes
Mm-hmm.
because like we so short we fly officials into our region
Wow.
from Las Vegas to our region. Like, one, that's money y'all should be getting or giving back to your club or making money for yourself. And two, you don't like how things is going, you get in here and do something about
And change it. That's true. That's true. No, that's very true. They just have to like you said, one, more people can become officials. If you want to, you can always just reach out in the group, and we know people that we can put you into contact with, and they can make that happen for you. And they can maybe look, they can fly you out to Vegas and fly you out to Kansas. You can hang out with Ricky at the track meet. But you just, I don't know, man. You just like you said, it is a lot of egos, and you got to understand too. Not everybody know all of the rules. You know, as an official, you know the rules. That's your job. You study the rule book. A parent come up to you and say, "Can you do this?" And you like, "No, you can't do that, bro." They don't know. That's why they asking you. You know what I'm saying? Or a kid is walking down the runway the wrong way, or a kid is holding an implement the wrong way. Don't scream or berate the child. Just explain it to them. Say, "Look, this is how you do it." Pull them off to the side. If you don't got time to do that, just pull the kid off to the side and try to find their coach or their parent and explain it to them. You know what I'm saying? But I don't care what age the kid is. If they 14 and under, every track meet to them is like a first track meet for a lot of kids. They get out there and they coach them, prepared them, and gave them the speech, done worked on it all week in practice, and they get out there and get brain dead. It just happens. You know what I'm saying? So you got to work with those kids. You got to work with them, work with them, develop a system. I think a lot of them don't really have systems. Like they just show up and they say, "All right, we finna wing it to do what we got to do." You develop a system, because I've seen some really good officials over the years. Like when I see them, I show up and I see them at the meet, I already know it's gonna run smooth.
it.
You know, and then you have some, you show up and you like, it's gonna be a long day.
It's about to be
you,
some problems. It's about to be some problems.
you already know. So those officials, they need to develop a system. Develop a system. That's it, man. And go out there expecting to have a good day. If you go out there expecting to have a good day, 9 times out of 10, you'll have a good day. It's gonna be hot, especially if you're in Florida. Somebody say the Florida long jump cruise in Florida, the officials need Jesus. Listen, if you in Florida, if you in the South, period, it's gonna be hot. So you already know that. Get your water, get your Gatorade, get your little cooler with your sandwiches, whatever, your fruit or whatever, you're gonna be in there. You already know you in for a long day, man. So just go out there, make the most of it, and put these kids first. Put the kids first.
Yeah, and to close it out, I would say also another reason why we need more officials is like if you're been observing, a lot of our officials, they're like, I'm not young by any means. I'm not gonna sit here in front on y'all and say, y'all see the gray, y'all see the missing hair, y'all see it. But they some of the officials I work with this summer, they's like 70, 80 years old. I'm like, I didn't know from looking because they look good, but I was like, hey, some of y'all need to step up in here and we need a change in the guard. That irritated too. You gotta think about you talking about 70, 80 years old sitting out there in that heat all day long. They're gonna be a little agitated. I get it, so that's another thing to think about too. Is like they older. You need some new blood out there.
Yeah. And meet directors, take care of your officials also. Because a lot of times, you know what I'm saying, the meet director, they tell them one thing and they get to the meet and there's a whole other thing. So now they aggravated with you, and now the aggravation done spilled over to the parents and the kids. So meet directors, take care of your officials also. Because that'll help, with some of the aggravation that they got to deal with. It's not easy, trust me. I haven't officiated track, but I've refereed football for a long time. And it gets aggravating sometimes, but you can't let that aggravation spill out on the kids or the parents. Like you can't. You got to hold it in. It is what it is. I work in customer service for 16 years now, and people go get on your nerves. But you always got to put a smile on your face. Just like Ricky got right now. You always have a smile on your face and just shake your head and say yes. And, you can say all the bad things you want inside your head. Just don't let it come out your mouth, because that's when you get in trouble. But yeah, basically just try to limit your frustration and don't show it as much. And there are rules in place, don't get me wrong, but sometimes officials, we got to use common sense, right? You got some rules out there, you see a track meet going on and things probably can't happen because of the rules. Try to find a way to make it happen where you're not so much breaking the rules, but you go into the gray area to make sure the kids can still be able to compete. I'll just say that. Find a way where the kids can be able to compete, finish their race, finish their throws, finish their jumps, and then we'll worry about all the other stuff on the back end. Because at the end of the day, you just want the kids to have a great experience, because we don't want them to turn away from track. Because by the time they get to high school, a lot of kids are unfortunately turning away from track. But let's get into some fun topics now, man. We got all that out the way. So coaches behave, officials behave, parents behave, and the kids, they follow in your lead. So if all y'all behave, then the kids will behave, and we'll have a great day. Everybody been talking about this lately about putting together these super teams from the states. So what be your take on if we had like an all-state competition where every state put together their best kids and you met up, wherever? We can do it in Texas, middle America, whatever. And we had like a JOs, but like an all-state JOs. Like the best of Kansas, the best of Florida, the best of Texas, all come together, and you represent your team, your state.
Man, I think it'd be dope to have that. I mean, it would take somebody to do some. I don't know what the word is, but you have to work it to make it make it go. I mean,
Luke Robinson, pay attention. We need you. I know you can make it happen.
Luke, Ace Boogie probably make it work. He could probably
Ace Boogie, he'll go pick up all the sprinters out of Florida himself.
I don't know. I'd like to see. I like to see that kind of stuff. I like to see people battle. I like to see the states talk trash. I think Texas is out of pocket a lot of times because you got the biggest state. Of course you go of course you gonna have people like
they forget that sometimes that they got 8 million people in that state. They forget that.
Yeah, Like I'm in Kansas, and we got this little section of our state that even runs tracks. What are we talking about right now? It's like, yeah. Of course you're gonna have more, but yeah, I like to see it. Mainly it's probably gonna be, if you put it together, the people who are gonna be able to do it is probably gonna be your Florida, Texas, VA,
Cali.
Cali.
You can probably combine maybe some of the inside, like some of the Midwest. You can probably put y'all with like Nebraska.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't think South Dakota got nothing up there. Say, man, half the people in Texas never even heard of Connecticut.
What did he say?
Say half the people in Texas never even heard of Connecticut. It'll be dope though. I can already see Texas. I just want to see the look on Texas face when they lose. That's what I want to see. Because they know Florida go take it. It'll be, I'll say Georgia and Texas will be close for second, maybe. California, because California got some, but California don't show up on the big stage. I don't know. Yeah. California don't got that dog in them out there. They too nice out there. They got the beaches and the waves,
Yeah.
But that'd be dope, man. That'd be real cool. I'm just thinking now, like the teams that you could put together. The relays would be fire. Those relays would be crazy.
Yeah. But I think, but when it comes to throws, I think Kansas will. I think we put a hurting on everybody. I'll be honest.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Florida looking strong, man. Florida we got the sprints hands down. JT son, that boy went 10-1 last night.
Oh,
yeah, he started speaking like he was floating, man. He was that on night and shoes. That boy was rolling. We got the sprints. We got the jumps. We got the throws. I don't know, man. It'll be fun. It'll be a fun matchup. Because everybody gonna have to bring their best. You gonna have to bring your A game because you can't slip. Like you can't slip in the quarters. You can't slip in the semis. Like ain't no half stepping nowhere you go, bro. Your first three throws you gotta throw because you can't be playing around because you ain't gonna make the finals. You know what I'm saying? Your jump, you gotta jump. Like you gotta bring your best. So that'd be dope.
Yeah.
It'd be like the Pan Am games kind of, but like just for the states. That'd be pretty cool. We see if we can set that up. Ace Boogie, if y'all listening, Coach O, Luke, y'all get together, man. Let's make something happen, man. Laura, Laura, she gonna bring all to New York.
Oh yeah, that's what we left out. New York, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if New York got no sprinters though. They got some throwers. They got some mid and long distance. I don't know if they got no sprinters up there though. It's too cold. Muscles don't work. Is any sprinters out of New York that you know of?
I don't know, man. I don't think they advertise like that.
Anybody know of any sprinters out of New York? Not even now. I'm just saying of all time. I've never heard of a sprinter come out of New York. I've heard of Virginia's, Texas. I've heard Florida, whatever. Connecticut can hang in throws. Yeah, they got the throws, but I don't know about nothing else.
Yeah, Northeast has throwers.
No, they got some throwers, but they can't never come outside. That's what hurt them. You be inside 6 months out the year, pretty much.
Yeah.
Now they got some throwers. They got some beast, man. But yeah, no, I don't know, man. That'll be pretty dope. All right, man. So last two topics. The do's and don'ts when you go to VA Indoor National Championships. So we gonna let you start it off. The do's and don'ts. Let the people know that's coming for the first time. Give them some advice.
Don't show up late. Like that's the number one thing. Don't show up late because they're not playing with you.
Y'all listening?
They're not playing with you. Like they will turn you away. I'm telling you. I think if you look at the meet information, I think that's the first thing. If they line up the kids at your flight, you will not be let in.
Yeah. After that first attempt is over, the first person in that flight jump.
They don't even have to throw it. If they line them up.
Oh wow.
Done. They line them up, you're done. They
wow.
will turn you away.
So listen, we had last year we threw at 8 o'clock. Wasn't it 8 o'clock in the morning last year? Did you go last year or no?
I didn't go last year.
Yeah, for the 10U, it was 8 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, you better be there. We got there at 7. It's early. Don't get me wrong. It sucks, but you spend all that money and you took that long drive or that flight. Get up at 7 o'clock. No, you get up at 6. Get to there at 7, and get your nice little spot. Whatever you got to do.
Doors open. If you do field events, be there when the doors open. Don't play.
Yeah, yeah.
Because first it's a rolling schedule, so don't be trying like I'm a judge it. I'm a figure. I looked at the participant list. Nah, man. Nah.
And if you throw a shot, get you a medicine ball, because you ain't gonna get no warm up. I think they were you with 2 warm ups.
Man,
I think you get two warm up throws. So we always get a medicine ball and sneak off in the cut real quick, get a couple off. Try to get the arm warmed up, because it's not that much space in there. It's not that much space in there for the throwers.
Nope. Get you
Like,
some bands.
huh?
Some bands.
Yeah, you can do that too. Yeah, for the throwers, you over in the, like, you got a nice little section. Don't get me wrong. Like, you got your bleachers right behind the throwing section. That part is dope. But ain't that much room to warm up for the throwers. You know what I'm saying? So get there early, get off in the cut real quick, get you some push-ups in, some jumping jacks, a little bit of high knees, and you're ready to rock and roll. Drink you some Cuban coffee if you know how to make it. If not, get you on the road to VA now. Good, safe travels, man. Safe travels. Yeah, we not making a trip this year. The Dunnigan Duo go be in the building.
We will be there. Hey, I'll also say another don't. Somebody gonna have to talk to some dudes. I'm telling you all the don'ts. Hey, I know y'all like recording your cell phones. Don't be showing them to them babies. They will just cue them.
Oh,
babies.
yeah.
They don't care how old they are. They will just cue them real quick. You can look at the video and you can tell them, hey, your arm is down, but don't you let them look at that video.
Yeah. Yeah, because they actually let you they let your kids. I don't know how it is for the jumps, because the jumps, kind of in the middle, but for the shot, but they let your kids come over to you, but don't show them the phone. He's 100% correct. Tell them, look, get a little bit close to the board. Keep the ball on your neck. Oh, that's another thing. Keep the ball. I'm gonna tell you the dudes. Keep the ball on your neck, because that ball come here, scratch. you gonna want to fight the official. Then they gonna have you on TV like Cam Newton. Keep it on your neck. I saw so many kids get called for that last year. And the babies, it's tough for the babies because they don't understand. They probably been throwing like that all year. That's all they know. So if you got a couple of days left, practice keeping that ball on their neck. They laughing. But it's real. It's real, man. And you might have your best throw, and that just destroy your confidence. When they hold that red flag up and you look over and you see that throw don't count, that destroys your confidence.
Then you panicking. Then you panic. Yeah. Then you got sector fouls. Like everything just tumbles from there, because then they're nervous. So
somebody said walk around school with the shot put on their neck. Tell them like I tell my kids, push it through your neck.
Every time they come off their neck, they gotta put a quarter in the square jar.
I tell them like I tell my kids, man, push it through your neck. Like, you plaster that thing to your neck, so that way it don't come off when you coming around. Yeah, but like you say, get there early. Make sure you got the bib, because I've seen that too. You get there, the bib in the car. Now you got to run back to, because they're not letting you compete without your bib. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you have all your stuff. Like, you taking this trip is a big meet. And it moves fast. It moves fast. The officials be on point at that meet. I've never had an issue with officials at indoor. Never, man. They be on point. There be about 6 of them over there too. But they do what they got to do there. So yeah, but it should be a good time, man. Definitely post the videos. Celebrate the kids. I don't know if they have records. They don't do records at indoor no more, do they?
They used to. And I know Coach Hall had talked about it, because what he wanted to do, he wanted to go back and pull the information for 14 and under, because it's a flat track, and he wanted to change and pull the records separate for VA, because the bank, because he didn't want the two having the same records. But then there's some other stuff going on that I just don't see it happening anytime soon.
Gotcha.
Ever happening. I think it may be something that maybe down the future, maybe like Marshawn looks into and getting with the Halls and something like that, and like, starting it fresh or whatever. I don't know. It sucks for you if you threw before or whatever. I just
Yeah.
don't do that.
Yeah, because they used to have it. I remember we was chasing it. Then we saw Layla Jones was throwing 80 feet every track meet every time she went to indoor. So I was like, yeah, we ain't finna get that yet.
Just hit the podium.
Just hit the podium. Well, man, what's the record? Just try to win.
Yeah, we see something like that. I was like, yeah, we done. Like, there's this girl who just started throwing in our region.
Yeah.
Beast, man. She's throwing she spins on a shot, and out of nowhere they had to go. They went and question it because she's big too.
Yeah.
She's a Motown's kid, and she up there just blew the record. I was like, oh, we getting that record. Then this girl came on the scene. I was like, oh, we ain't touching that. I was like, she just threw like 40 something. 12 years. 12. She 12. She'll be 13. She's 13, throwing 40 something. I was like, nah, we ain't messing with that. We ain't messing with that.
Jesus Christ.
Dude, she's a beast. Hurdle, high jump. I think she just jumped. She's high jump 4.6 the other day when we saw her. And like, she's just a beast. I'm like, but she's just been tall like that. I was like, baby,
yeah.
I just be apologize to my kids. I'm sorry, you just ain't. You just like, this is the podium, baby, because you ain't.
Oh, yeah. What's the record for? It's far, man. Far. Don't need, because it's gonna discourage you when you hit a number. Just it's far. It's out there.
Like, javelin, you good. You can go for them. But
yeah.
Them shot puts, nah, baby, you ain't.
Man, it's some kids, man, especially the bigger kids. Once they get that coordination down, it's hard, bro. It's hard. Like your technique, the little smaller ones, your technique got to be on point.
Dude, who's the kid that threw? I saw these kids the other day. It was a kid threw 60 something the other day. Look, like he almost threw it through the wall.
Yeah, Oswald, Jacket son. Yeah, out of Texas. Yeah, yeah. And he only in eighth grade, bro.
I know. I'm like, come on, man.
Yeah, yeah.
What you gonna do with that?
Yeah, you ain't gonna do nothing with that, but just go get your silver medal. That's what you gonna do with that.
It was so funny when they called the number. He ran out of the stadium. The kid.
Did you see the one when he almost threw it through the little wall they had there? I was like,
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing here? I was like, this is crazy.
Yeah, nah, man. Nah, these kids different, man. Like you had Janai the other day, she almost threw out the pit. Like these kids are special, man.
It's crazy. I'm like, nah, you good.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but they didn't expect somebody to be in middle school throwing 63 feet either. They was like, you need to move the circle back because it's gonna put a hole in the wall. That's not normal. 63 feet in middle school, that's not normal, bro.
You don't see that.
No, you be if you saw 50, you like, man, this kid is special. This man punching 50, bro.
Yeah, it's crazy seeing this stuff. I'm like, man.
Nah, it's some special kids out there, man. But that's why I love it, bro. When you go to the meets, like, people like, I'm a fan of this thing, man. I don't care when you go to the meet and you see a kid do something special, I look forward to that. Like when I look at that performance list and I'm be like, okay, oh, they here this weekend and I'm gonna be there too. I gotta make my way over there to try to see that in person. Like we was watching the Holston girls throw discus at Speed Capital, like stuff, bro. I love seeing that kind of stuff, man. When them kids come out there and compete and put on the show, bro. They work hard, So like I told host and she started laughing. I said, listen, I paid $15 to come in here to see you. You better give me the price of admission. So her second thought, she came and she said, Coach, was that worth $15? I said, yes, it was. Thank you. I'm happy now.
I do it for, and another thing, I do it for training purposes too. I'm like, hey, you need to watch this. Like, you need to watch this right now. I need you to be doing right now. It's for technical reasons because some of them, the technique be so nasty. I'd be like,
technique be nice, yeah.
I was like, you need to watch this, and they don't realize it. But my kids, when they see something, they don't know it. They start trying to mimic it without realizing it.
I got you.
I'm like, it's a technique for me. I'd be like, you better look at this.
Yeah, that's what I told RJ on Saturday. I hope when the little Holson was throwing the I think it's Jemiah, her name, the smaller one. I told RJ, I said, watch her, because her spin's so tight, like a little tornado, and then if she plant, block.
Boom, gone.
Yeah. But no, it's fun, man, watching them kids, even on the track, man. Like some of them kids doing hurdles and the sprints. Like it's fun, man. I'm a fan of it. That's why I understand how people be hating on kids and hating, bro. Just enjoy it. Enjoy it. Cause these kids not gonna be here. They go grow up, be adults, doing something else with their life, man. So you just gotta enjoy it, bro. I'm a
And,
fan of whatever I watch.
and it's funny because like, and with me and you talk, and we'll move on to the last subject. But we talked before about like every age group. There's usually like one or two just beasts, and just be like
Mhm.
watch them go back and forth.
Yeah.
There's a couple age groups I've watched. There's those was it 2010, born in 2010, those 2010 girls on the sprint side and the jumping
Yeah.
side. Dude, the jumpers,
2010. That's what fourth. That's what ninth grade right now.
that's eighth grade. I think that's eighth
Eighth
grade.
grade.
That
Yeah. Well, the 2009 girls too in shot put. Yeah, they all tight too.
and then like you got pockets. Like, I mean, I'm looking at I use my son for example. Them 2010 boys from everything. Like this is something I haven't seen. I'm going to VA. Going to VA.
Yeah.
Everything. It ain't like usually you'll see pole vault, one kid, triple jump,
Mm-hmm.
two kids. Dude, you got a stacked field. Like it is no guarantee you getting on the podium out there when you go. Pole vault's full, triple jump's full,
Wow.
jump's full, hurdle. I mean, that 2011 boys,
I got you.
13-year-old, just full. And I'm looking at the marks in the participant list, and they outdoing the older boys. I'm like, damn. I was like, it's one of the things like, damn, son, I wish you was a little bit older, so you can hit. Because like it's just the competition is too tight. Like them boys up here, there's like 3 or 4 boys jumping 18 feet long jump.
That's
right?
crazy. That's crazy.
That's crazy. Like on a course best is a 16, and I follow the boys. They jumping 18, 17 and a half consistently.
Yeah, so it ain't no fluke, or like they messed up on the marks when they was putting it in the system.
They out here doing that.
Yeah.
You look at the high jump, all them boys 5'2", 5'3", 5'1", all of them. You look at the
That's crazy.
Like,
but when you go to the meet, man, and you see that, bro, it put chills in your body because you know, like this about to be a showdown. You know what I'm saying? And the kids, listen. Those kids, they look at that. They get up for those meets, man. When they start looking at the performance list, and they say, okay, he coming, or she coming. Okay, we got to work this weekend. You know what I'm saying? So they look forward to that, man. But that's what makes the sport. That's what makes the sport great of track and field.
Well, look at our daughters. Look at that 2013 group.
Yeah.
Those girls in that group. That's dumb. It should not be that many girls throwing like that. Like if you hit.
Yeah, it's gonna be like 4. It's gonna be like 4 or 5 of them over 30 at JOs.
Yeah, like
that's crazy.
Historically, you don't see it that tight like that.
No.
You running. Usually, you'll sprinkle in like, okay, we hit those first couple. They had, this past year, what was they at? You had a bunch of 29s down, like the low height was like 28. You didn't see like that many girls throwing that far. But now you got a whole slew of them. Like you said, come JOs, it'll be 4 or 5 girls throwing over 30.
Yeah, because it's already 2 now. I know you got Eden up in New York. Vanna hit it. Who else hit it?
I thought. Oh, she came close. She was short a couple inches.
The girl in Largo, huh?
Kyrie, and there's another girl.
It's a girl in Largo. She went 29.9 at Tia meet.
Yeah,
and she's in that group. She didn't go to JOs last year. She went to club. She went 28 at club last year. So that's at least 4 right there. And this, there's a couple. You got the girl out of Texas that won JOs last year. She went 29. So she gonna be at 30. It's gonna be tight.
Yeah.
It's gonna be tight. But that make it fun, man. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody want to win. Don't get me wrong, but like when you look at the performance list and you see it and you like, all right, I know we gonna win this weekend. It ain't. It's not fun. Like you want to earn it. You know what I'm saying? Like you want to like. So even Savannah, it was funny. She told me when she saw Court, because I didn't tell her y'all was coming. I was surprised. She said, "Oh my God, Aubrey's here," and I was like, "No." And she was like, "Oh." No, because they look forward to that, man. Like that's a home girl, but you want to compete too, because you want to size yourself up to see if am I good as I think I really am. You know what I'm saying? And the only way to do that is you got to measure yourself against somebody that's at the same level as you. You know, so but that's cool, man. So the last thing is Ernest made this post earlier today. I wasn't gonna touch on it, but I saw it and I saw people were chiming in on it. So I said we'll throw it in the live. AAU media coverage. So I know last year at indoors, there was nobody at the shot put when we were there. And my wife being who she is, anybody know my wife, you know, she is gonna voice her opinion. I don't care who you are or where you are, she's gonna voice her opinion. So she went over and found the head of the media. It wasn't AAU because AAU contracted somebody else. I forgot who it was. Really nice guy, you know what I'm saying? We weren't disrespectful, but she went over and she talked to him, and the guy was saying, he said, "We have pictures of everybody in this building." She says, "Okay, this is my daughter. Here's her bib number. Can you show me a picture?" And the guy was like, he was like, "We don't have pictures of her." She says, "I know, because you got 6 photographers at the finish line for the 60-meter hurdles, and nobody's over there at the long jump or the shot put." And he was like, "I'm so sorry. Let me send somebody over there right now." Um, but yeah, for indoor now, clubs and JOs was fine, you know, outside of the cameras from Flow Track, but you were able to speak with them while you were there, and they were able to reposition some of them and get better angles for the live stream. But Coach O was cool with clubs. You know, we had spoke to him earlier before clubs, and he made it his business. He did a great job. He actually even gave Sam credentials. He was able to, take pictures of the field events there. Steve was able to do some stuff up there. Eric, his guy that always takes pictures from Eric Ward, was he got a lot of good shots at JOs. So they have done a better job. So hopefully indoor is not bad like it was last year. But I'll say this: if you get there at 8 o'clock in the morning and you at your event and you notice that there's no media people there, go reach out, find Coach O, find somebody from his team and say, "Hey," not trying to be rude or be mean or anything, but can you guys get somebody over here to capture these kids while they compete? Just like you got somebody over here on the track capturing these kids running, because you don't need 6 people at the finish line getting the same shot. 3 people is enough. 2 people is enough, pretty much. VA ain't that big. So send one person to the shot put, one person to the long jump. Long jump and pole vault pretty much in the same spot. He can knock both of them out if he know what he's doing or she know what she's doing. Yeah. And you know what I'm saying? Well, they say the squeaky wheel gets the oil. Sometimes you got to go and talk so that way you can make sure you get some shots.
Yeah, you got to be advocates. Yeah, it's there's no reason why we can't have not just pictures. I mean, we can get some videos out there, man. We can do that. We can do that.
Yeah, I know.
I'll say this, and that's the thing is like, one, y'all need to make sure y'all touching base with some of these guys who taking pictures. Your son, never too young, Steve. Get with him. Right now I'm not in a place where I can always take pictures because like I'm trying to coach. So if your kid is competing with my kid, tap me on the shoulder. "Hey man, can you make sure you get a couple pictures of my kids since you out here anyway?"
Yeah.
I'd be happy to do it, but I can't pull myself away. I know people are like, "Hey, can you?" I said, I really can't just step away right now to go.
No, you coaching.
I can't do that. Maybe when my kids are gone and they're doing something else, I'll be able to, slide back into that space and do some more photos, stuff like that. But I try to make myself available. If your kids are competing with my kids, tell me, "Hey man, I see you have that big lens out there. Can you snag a picture?" Yeah, that's easy. I'm already anyway. I'm gonna take a picture anyway. Hit me up. And then videos. One of the things I want to try to do, if you up there, you want to catch me while I'm in the awards area now. Now I'm off there coaching. You can't come with me in that. But if you want, you see, I post a couple of interviews. If you want like a little interview of your kid, I think those are important. I think practice for your kids, for their personality, working on, working on that practice, get that nervousness out. how to
Facts.
show confidence and stuff. Because we talked about it. We talked about last week about NIL deals. I know y'all just
Yeah.
didn't go through Florida. Kids who can speak, who have charisma, and you can see that confidence on. Those are the people that you may not. That kid may not even be the best kid. May not be the best kid, but
he can sell a product.
He can. Hey, I can sell product on that. Oh, that baby cute. I like that hairstyle. If you're original kid, don't hide let your kid do their originality. I didn't have that. That's something I talk about my job. Like the way, like I'm so happy for these kids. Like, back when I worked at this job, I had to have the same haircut. I had to have that fade. That I had my bald fade. You know what I'm saying? I had no facial hair, nothing no tattoo, nothing. You can't even get a job here. Now, we got all kinds of hairdos, piercing stuff. It ain't my bag, but I like that kids can go out here and be themselves. So if your kids like doing that kind of stuff, it's a
yeah. Don't hide their originality, trying to make them be like everybody else. Let them be themselves. Let them be themselves, because you never know you never know who might want to market them. You never know.
So I'm sorry, I got off on a tangent there, but photos.
No, you good. You good. No, but that's true though. What you said is true, because it ties into the media piece of it. What I would say for AAU, and not just AAU, anybody out there, like he's saying, the videos, that's how you build your brand. The more you get footage, the more you get pictures and all that stuff, and you put that stuff out there in people's faces, it's gonna build your brand, because people want to see it. Somebody say public speaking is a great quality. It is. See, when we were younger, I don't know how y'all was, Ricky. When I was young, I grew up in the South, Miami, whatever. My grandparents were Southern Baptists, so you was in church from birth. Like, soon as you came home, 3 days old, you in the church, and everybody did Easter speeches from 1 year old.
Yeah.
It wasn't no, I don't feel like doing it this Easter. I don't want to do it this Easter. You finna do an Easter speech. I don't care how old you are. The minute you can say a word, you doing the Easter speech. And then it moved into Easter speeches. You finna read scripture. They made you talk in front of people. It wasn't no, I'm scared, I don't want to do it. I don't care. If you don't do it, you finna go back and get that switch. So you stood up there and you did your Easter speech. If not, you was finna get hit in church and then go sit in the back crying, and then
we all know. Hey, you got. I remember they stopped us from doing this at church, but for the little one, they ain't stopped the little from this. But if you that little one and you that parent, you always trying to steal that happy Easter, everybody. You always trying to steal that for your baby first. You gotta steal that one, and then the older kids, they made us do Bible verses.
Yeah.
Some clown always she's like, your favorite verse. Jesus wept.
Yeah. You try to get that easy one. And my mom was one of them parents, like, they be in competition with the other parents. You gonna memorize your speech. I don't care if you're 4 years old. You memorizing the speech. We're not reading speeches that, you know what I'm saying? Not reading speeches. Jesus do not want you reading that speech. Jesus don't care about reading his speeches. Now he's just happy I'm here.
Well, Baptist is the realest, man. That is like, that's some memories. That's wild back in the day, man.
Yeah, we used to have some fun times, but they were serious about that Easter, boy. Yeah. They were serious. You ain't play on Easter. You go Easter
long service.
Easter. Yeah, you can go Easter egg hunt afterwards, but boy, you ain't. No, pastor finna preach on Easter because he know that's the best offering, because everybody that don't never go to church.
Yeah,
he's gonna get his best sermon. That's that Michael Jordan sermon, Game 6.
It's a fashion show. It's a fashion show. I was always clean come Easter. Didn't have no money, but I was looking good on Easter. We ain't got no money, but everybody fly on Easter. Nobody. We in the poorest part of town. Ain't nobody got no money, but everybody fly on Easter.
3-piece suits, brand new shoes. You got your brim on, bro.
Oh my goodness.
Oh man, you a fool. But that's true. That's true. And everybody can relate. If you grew up that way, you definitely can relate. My grandma be funny now. We go to church with jeans, so my grandma be like, "You're going to hell."
Oh man.
Sam wore shorts to church the other day, but I was like, man, if grandma saw you, boy, she would beat you.
Yeah, but
But
the public speaking, you got to get good at it. You put these babies in front of a camera, like, and you should do it just as a parent or coach. You should just go ahead and get in that habit. If they PR, because that would be something that do. You know, I don't know if anybody, how many of you guys been fortunate like to be able to do an interview with Miles Split. It's like they want to see that. That's like you want. They'll put you on the front page. They'll put you on the front page doing JOs or whatever. And also there's a catalog too. So when someone searches you by name, they'll see your
interviews,
videos, your interviews, and stuff like that. But out of habit, you should get in the habit of doing. Hey, how'd you do? How did you feel about it? And don't just do questions where they have to answer yes or no. Give them open ended so they can like show the thought process and so off the dome with stuff and like. Like I think one of the ones I asked for this meet, I can't do it is bigger interviews. So I'm trying to do I'm doing so many kids, but I was like, let me pick one question I can do. Hey, how'd you get so fast? And that and some other things like, well, I hit the gym and it's because my parents. I got a lot of as you guys see the videos, you don't see a lot of cute little. I had a little 6-year-old girl. Oh my god, it was so cute, man. She was there.
Yeah, now was some cool kids out there, man. And some of the kids have big personalities, even the little ones. It don't matter how small they are. Some of them have big personalities. That's pretty cool to see too.
I would have that little 6-year-old. I'll be honest with you, man. The way she talked about her dad, I would have cried because she was so. That's my daddy, and he just does so much for me. I would have been like, "My baby." But that's
kids would be like, "Yeah, it was me." They don't say nothing about you.
But that kid right there, all day long, I'd be like, If she went out here and broke a record, I'd be like, how can I go out here and bury my car lot? Or how can I get donuts out here? Whatever. So anyways, it's good practice.
No, that's true. So look for Ricky if you run awards. I think you'll be this Saturday? You gonna be there Friday and Saturday or just Saturday?
I'll be there Friday and Saturday. So
Friday and Saturday. So and if you see him by your kids, but if you see him and he's coaching, do not ask him to take pictures. No, but real talk.
I'm there with if your kids compete. I will snap. I'll snap the picture of your kids. I'll snap them. But if you talking about, hey, can you come over here real fast? No, I can't go over there real fast. I gotta be right here.
Yeah, see, but yeah, AAU has definitely done a much better job when it comes to field events. I ain't even gonna lie. Like I take a hat off to Coach O, Reggie, the whole staff, Yolanda, Eric. They definitely showed Sam so much love at club. Eric showed him the spot. Because photography got certain spots. The good spots. You sit here, you go get the better pictures. You know what I'm saying? Because Sam is more field, but he went out on the track for clubs, and Eric took him under his wing. And showed him the spots, whatever. But we were in, if you were at West Palm Beach this weekend, you were in heaven. Because you had Kim got to send me the picture because Kim took the picture. We had the kings of photography, but it was the footage that's going to come out of this meet is crazy. You had Ricky, you had Steve, you had Sam, you had Steve bought his boy out Direct Athletics. Like the footage will come out of there is crazy, man. There's so much stuff about to drop from that meet. But like you say, when you know you're going to these meets and you see these guys there, reach out to them. They'll be happy to oblige and take care of your kids. You know what I'm saying? Just make sure you tip them, or take care of them, whatever. Because the equipment is expensive. The equipment not cheap. That junk is not cheap. But our whole goal is just to get these babies some notoriety, get these babies some publicity, put them on the map. So when they do go to the Olympics, we can say, hey, I interviewed that kid. I got the footage right here. So when NBC call looking for footage, I got a lot of footage waiting.
Yep.
I make sure I tell Sam, I take their picture because they might go to the Olympics one day. You go have their picture when they're 8 years old. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And you see it all the time when they do the Olympics or whatever sport it is. Like, hey, you just saw Patrick Jones. They show all the pictures when they had prom and all that stuff, and his first time throwing a football, stuff like that.
Yeah.
They eat that stuff up, and your kids will eat that stuff up later too. Because I got a bunch of stuff I like showing. I got a bunch of stuff that I can go back and put together like a compilation of the kids if someday they go and do something, whatever. It's cute. I made some. I'm gonna show you all this for graduation for my seniors. they had the what are the things called? I can't think of the name of it.
Not the tassels. I know you're talking about. I know you're talking about.
The things that go around the neck. Drive me
Yeah,
crazy.
they have their accomplishments or whatever they did on them. I know what you're talking
What
about.
I did is I took a sports picture of them from their senior year, put it on one side, and then I got their parents to give me like they youth when they played softball when it was youth, and I put them on the other side. Man, they was like some of them people was in tears being able to see that. Memories like I've come a long way to get to where I'm at now. So that those memories and stuff is important. Make sure y'all taking pictures of the babies and getting the pictures because they're gonna appreciate that long. Because I don't have anything. I literally if I to go get my stuff from I have to go to a library and they have to pull up on that microfiche or whatever because
you're not that old, man.
Yeah, I am. I am that old. I am that old. Like my stuff ain't out there on the web like that. Like you can't.
I got you. No. I stepped out on the web, and I'm mad myself, man. I had so many clippings, stuff with the newspapers and stuff, and usually would just throw that stuff away. Like you didn't think of keeping that stuff for later on in life. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we definitely didn't really have pictures like that because we had no social media, man. Social media didn't come till I was in college, but by then I had stopped throwing. But yeah, no, we didn't have no like all the stuff you have now. But you can literally build your kids a portfolio basically of their sports accomplishments and all of that stuff, and have something that they can look back on when they get older. So it's definitely beneficial. You know what I'm saying? Like if you don't have the equipment, reach out to somebody so they can snap a couple pics of your kids. Like I said, we had to meet and you see me or you see my son, all you gotta do is say, hey, we'll get you, we'll take care of you. You know what I'm saying? Or reach out to us before the meet and we'll make sure we try to do the best we can to, capture those moments, so I can have them to share them later on in life. But appreciate you, my brother. Safe travels. Safe travels, everybody heading up to VA this weekend. Like I said, definitely post those videos, post the results. We want to celebrate these kids, PRs, championships, whatever they do, as long as they go out there, have a good time and try their hardest. RJ gonna be running the hurdle, so when you see him, give him some tips.
I will.
He's working with one of our coaches, Coach Yolanda. She was getting him right. He looked pretty good, so we'll see how he looked when he around all them people. You know how it is when you in the middle, man. All them people on the side of you. So
that's big. So he's gonna do fantastic. I know he'll do fantastic. He's a beast. He's running for the first time too. So we gonna see what they do. It is what it is because they both in the same boat. They both this their first year for multis. They're adding the hurdle piece to it. So. Whew. A lot of work. So, hey, man, God bless. Thank you, everybody, for coming out, checking us out. We enjoy doing these. Look forward to seeing y'all next week.
Yes, sir. Be good. Stay blessed, everybody.